We them boys. We them boys. Underwear. We them boys. We them boys. Underwear. We them boys. We them boys. Underwear. We them boys. We them boys. We them boys.
Yeah, we got Justin and Johnny and Joshy too. Yeah, we them boys, we the underwear crew. And if you tune in, then you know what we do. Yeah, we them boys, we the underwear crew.
3, 2, 1. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Underwear Boys. You might notice something new.
Fish aquarium.
It's our aquarium. And that's the only thing new for this episode. Jokes! We got a guest! It's our first guest. Introduce yourself.
My name is Gregory.
Gregory.
What's up?
Follow him on Instagram. We'll put your Instagram on there.
Right in the comments.
Yeah.
I can put it right on the screen.
Oh, on the screen. Shit,
Yeah.
that's fancy.
Alright, well, we got our first guest for this episode. He's one of our longest and dearest and most cherished friends. And, yeah, let's get started. Let's introduce our underwear. Greg, you go first.
Do I have to stand up?
Yeah, you gotta do the whole showcase.
All right,
dude.
well.
People want to see it.
They're Adidas spandex.
Fuck
I'm gonna go to the gym later.
Compression.
Work on my quads. So.
I'm wearing those Old Navy's Star Spangled Banner.
These are Calvin Klein's.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Costco.
Costco.
Oh, I saw those. at Costco.
They were at Costco. They're not my favorite Calvin Klein's, but they're so good.
You could go wrong with monster trucks.
Well, Josh, I thought those were.
Yeah, I thought yours. Yeah, same. I thought the same thing.
I thought
Those are
those were
pajamas.
pajamas. Yeah, they're underwear. He always wears these and says that they're pajamas.
They are pajamas,
When
but
we all know
I
they're
have
underwear.
the same underwear, so why would I want to wear the same underwear where the viewers are going to get tired of it? And I would like to change the perspective for the viewers.
For the
God,
viewers.
this is... I just
He's in it for you guys.
Yeah. He's really appealing to the fan base with the monster trucks.
With the monster.
Well, he also has Sonic ones.
Dude. no,
Monster trucks are
no.
personal.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiling,
Come on,
yeah,
dude.
you're spoiling for the future weeks.
We'll cut that out.
We got a guy.
It's raw.
It's Justin.
Real relevant. Are you only wearing one pair of underwear this week?
Yes.
Yes.
Because that was a big hit last week, dude. We got the most comments on our video last week. Last week's video had the most comments.
Which was awesome. That was fun.
The least amount of views. Most comments.
That was fun reading through. So keep
I-
commenting.
Yeah, keep commenting. Keep asking questions. We're going to address some of the topics. Could you pull up our last video so we can look at the comments?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would rather have a tight community fan base with less views than a bunch of views where nobody's interacting with each other in the comments or anything. So,
I agree.
but today's episode will be an episode full of nostalgia because we are going to talk about our favorite memories.
Yeah,
What
that
is-
was one of the questions.
Yeah, that was one of the questions. Let's just shout out our questions right now.
All right, David Hall, you guys do very entertaining vids and definitely should do some shirtless ones.
Shout out David Hall. And like we said, we're at 20 subscribers right now. And if we get to 100, if we get triple-digit subscribers, we will go shirtless.
Triple digits.
So
For a
tell
whole
all your
episode?
friends. What?
For a whole episode?
For a whole episode.
whole
45 minutes straight, dude, of just the goods.
We'll have to wear those pasties though, just so
Yeah,
YouTube
for
doesn't take us
censorship
off.
issues.
Maybe Justin should wax himself.
Oh, if we get 1,000 subscribers, I will wax myself.
Yeah, I would
film
like
it.
to see that. I would like to see that. I will.
We'll just film it. It'll be the whole podcast. 45 minutes of just me getting waxed.
Asking questions.
That'd be
answering
cool.
them while getting waxed. Yeah.
That would be so funny. All right, and then Matthew Alonso said a lot, and then for questions he said, talk more about school. Why'd you guys decide to go? Majors, worth the expense? Advice for someone thinking about going back to school?
Ooh, I like
Good questions. We'll talk.
Yeah.
Shout out Matthew Alonso. Good questions.
Yeah,
we'll
good
ask
questions.
that. We'll answer that.
And then we got Buy Me a Goat.
Oh, and before we start, dude, buy me a goat. Killer response here, dude. We loved it.
Yeah, that was a good thing to read. Idea for the next podcast, you should all go around and share your favorite memory, drunk or sober, with the other underwear boys.
Oh, drunk.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. But we're gonna share a bunch of memories, drunk, sober, everything.
Yeah, and
Hi.
he said also have guests on this podcast, which we're doing right now, so fuck yeah.
Ba-boom! And we're gonna have more guests too on future episodes. We're just gonna figure out how to do the seating arrangement. We have more guests, but
Yeah.
it's okay.
We can get 2 couches. Bam, bam.
Yeah. Oh, we already have 2 couches. That's
Ambitious.
perfect. Should we start out with Matthew Alonso's question? Because that was pretty good.
Yeah, what was this question again?
Yeah.
School
Why?
thing?
Read it. There's 3 questions I think in there.
Okay. Talk more about school. Why did you guys decide to go? Majors worth the expense. Advice for someone going back to school.
Should we talk about how we met Greg first?
Yeah, I think we should start that.
Okay, let's start with that.
I guess it's not really a lot to talk about. I met him in my class, my computer science class.
How long ago?
We were in a group. That was like sophomore year, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sophomore year, we got into a group together, and then from there, our friendship just blossomed.
Yeah, I met Josh and Justin when we went to Springfest, actually.
That was the first time?
Really?
Yeah,
That was the first time we met?
Yeah.
Last 2 years ago?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
With Playboy Cardi, right?
Yeah, oh, we were high, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I was high. I took edibles. Yeah.
But
That was a
then
good time.
That was
these
a good
boys invited me out every time they went to party and stuff. And
Yeah. And you're always, and that's what I like about you, is you're always down to go
Yeah.
do stuff. And I like having friends like that.
Yeah, same. That was. Yeah. It's nice.
I'm the type, I like to be doing stuff all the time,
Exactly,
you know?
yeah.
I get bored.
Yeah, and we're kind of the same way, so it's perfect.
Mhm.
But yeah, and you guys, when I first heard about you, you guys would go to Applebee's all the time,
Oh, yeah.
and
remember
then you
that.
guys would get like drinks and stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I wasn't 21 at the time. I was like, oh damn, must be nice.
And now you're 21. And you're like,
Now I'm 21. Yeah, now I barely do it.
Yeah.
Because dude, who's gonna pay an extra $5 at a restaurant?
You gotta go to more Marg Wednesdays, honestly.
Marg
Marg
Wednesdays. I'm
Wednesdays,
down
yeah.
for
That's the
those.
move.
Yeah, you
Dude.
get the deals.
Yeah, we're doing that. You're not in our class, but me, Zane, and Andrew are doing that instead of going to class this Wednesday. Or we're gonna do class on the computer at the Marg
Smart.
Wednesdays. Yeah,
Well,
because
I'm-
it's-
smart.
I was gonna get invited anyway because
Oh, yeah, you can go.
I'm Andrew's bride, so
Yeah, you can go.
I guess I was coming.
Andrew doesn't have a car.
Either
But
way,
we'll
no.
be watching the lecture.
His girlfriend has a car, but
Yeah,
she
she's
uses it.
Gotcha.
All right. Well, anyways, back to the question. Talk more about school. Why did you guys decide to go? Majors worth the expense. Advice for someone. For me, school's always been like something I was gonna do. College was. My whole family, or my brother, both my siblings did. So it was just something I was gonna do. I switched majors though, because I was mechanical engineering, and then I switched to computer science because the possibilities are endless with computer science. So, and I just want to make stuff cool, and so that was why I went to school. I've always planned on it, basically.
What were the other questions?
Why did you guys decide to go
Is it worth
majors?
it?
Oh yeah, so computer science, my major.
Maybe we should go around and talking about why we went first, and then
Oh, do one at a time first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so why I went to school is nobody in my family's been to a university before, and my dad just does drywall and he hates it, and so it's like he doesn't want that for me. So my whole life he's just been plugging school. He's like college, degree, because he wants me to like do well financially and stuff. And so kind of just my whole life it's just been there's been no other option really. I'm like I'm going to school. That's it.
Well, the reason why I went to school is because in order to make money and living, you need to have a college degree. And a high school GED, the rest of your life you get paid 20, 30 grand a year.
On average.
On average. And I don't like school, and the only reason why I went is because I need more, in order to live a good life, you need money. And so that's the reason why I came to college.
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of with Justin. It never seemed like another option was available for me. Like I just always kind of thought I was going to college. My parents kind of emphasized it for sure. And,
Yeah.
and why I chose computer science, I guess, wanted to make money, and
Yeah.
the average income is pretty high comparatively. So,
Yeah.
and also like Johnny said, it's cool to make stuff, And
Yeah.
Dude, we talked about dropping out of school, you and I, quite a bit.
So many times.
So many
I've
times.
probably legitimately thought about dropping out probably like 20 times.
Yeah, it's because I think we're both very ambitious when it comes to
Yeah.
coming up with business ideas, and I feel like if we did, I honestly feel like we could do anything.
I feel like if instead of coming to college, me and you just like thought for 4 years of business stuff and then tried to do business stuff, we could have been like making money already.
Yeah,
But sometimes you just got to play the system. You
play the
just got to.
system, exactly. It's a good backup. The thing about school and college for me is that you're kind of like stuck for it for 4 years, and then once you graduate, you want to put that to use, so you get a career job, and then that's where you spend most of your time. So you have no really room to do what you really want to do. It's kind of what you like. Your backup plan becomes your actual plan.
Your
for the
actual
rest of
plan.
your
You
life.
kind of get trapped in the cycle.
You get trapped in the cycle. So that's why I didn't really like school, but at the same time, it's like I'm gonna get my degree, I'm gonna graduate, and then I'm gonna take 2 years to myself and do what I really love doing, which is making music and stuff. And then
Yeah.
then after that, probably settle down and start getting a career.
I think regardless of your major and your degree, having a degree can really put your foot in the door,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is, you know, a nice thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's another reason, is because I don't want to be stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, it just looks good. The big reason why I never actually dropped out, because I've been seriously considering it like a lot of times, but my dad's like, when you're trying to get a business loan, you're gonna need a degree. Like, they're not just gonna give it to some guy
Exactly,
who just graduated
you know,
high school.
I was thinking like that too. It's like, you know, it shows that you can commit to something for 4 years, you know.
Yeah.
So,
And it's tough, but you just power through it. And is it financially? What did it say? Is it worth the money or something?
So worth the expense, and then advice for someone thinking about going back to school.
Is it worth the expense? If I had to redo this and they were like 80 grand and you get your college diploma, I would honestly say it's not worth the expense. But like we said, like we're already in it and it's gonna help us. So
I think it depends on your major too.
It depends on what you
Depends
want
on
to
your
do.
major.
You know,
Yeah.
like, you know, maybe not for, you know, communications majors.
Yeah.
Well, and it
Yeah.
also depends on you as a person too, though.
Yeah.
Because it's how hard are you going to work for your dreams and stuff,
Exactly.
you know? Because some comm majors just get it because it's the easiest degree they can find,
Yeah.
you know? But some people want to work in, like, broadcasting
Yeah.
or whatever, and
then it would be
it's worth
worth
it because, you know, they will apply this knowledge with their passion, you know?
Yeah, or if it's been your dream your entire life to be a doctor, it's like you gotta go to school for that.
Yeah,
and I think
yeah.
it's worth it in that case. If you're like, oh, I want to be a doctor, yeah, go to school, get your degree, help people.
So really, it's a lot about who you are and how big your dreams are. Really.
I think personally, if you want to be like an entrepreneur, just go to the library and get a bunch of books
Yeah.
on entrepreneurship and read
Yeah.
those and take it from there. It's not worth going to school for that.
Yeah.
Or,
There's a new degree that popped up for entrepreneurship though.
or write a book on being an entrepreneur.
Or write a
And you'll
book.
be,
Yeah. There you go.
then you'll
It's your first step
sell
to
money and you'll be an
entrepreneurship.
entrepreneur.
Yeah. That's actually genius.
That is genius. So yeah, I think we answered that.
Do you think it's worth the expense, Josh?
Depends. I mean, everybody goes into debt when college unless you're really fucking rich. So you're
Yeah.
gonna end up paying at least 15 to 20 grand in debt, and that
Yeah.
takes at least 15
You-
years of
yeah.
your life to pay back.
You got to
So,
think about it.
it
Like,
depends.
there's no answer. One answer is whether or not it's worth it. That's for sure. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Mhm.
on a person by person basis. What about advice?
What was it?
Advice for someone that wants to do college? Wasn't that part of the question?
Yeah, really consider what your end, like, this is what I do a lot, is, like, plan out your very end goal in life, and then plan out all the little steps to get there, and if you really need college for those steps, then, yeah, do it. Go. But if a lot of those steps you don't need college for,
Yeah, it depends on what you want to do.
Well, so if you are going to college for sure, though, and you want some advice,
if you're going to college for sure, do you want some advice?
you definitely need to, like, budget your time well. You need time to yourself, and
Time
you need time
management's
to
a
have
huge
fun.
thing.
Time
But
management.
you need
Yeah.
to set aside time for homework. and
Yeah,
studying.
people that just go to school and then they just like always school. I don't know how they can do that. I feel like
And
they get
you know,
really
it's
stressed
both
out.
sides too,
Yeah.
right? People
People that go to
never-
school and then just
Only
party all the
party.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta balance it out.
Yeah.
Gotta
Which-
get everything done by like Friday so you can go out Friday night.
Yeah, maybe Monday through Friday, like just school and stuff, and then maybe smoke in the evenings after you finish all your homework, and then Friday, Saturday, just party, you know,
Well,
and
there's
have a
also
good
people out
time.
there that
Maybe
don't-
Sunday do your homework.
Sunday, do your homework, yeah, but you gotta have both.
Exercise, working out is a big
Oh yeah,
Huge.
Yes,
Huge thing.
Huge.
actually, just that's a good stress. Yeah, just
Yeah.
managing your
Yeah.
stress, working out. It's good for
Working out
managing
is
your
really-
stress.
I think every college has a gym.
We've been playing. Well, we haven't in the last few weeks, but like volleyball and stuff. That's
Yeah.
fun, you know.
Yeah, and it's fun because you're with your friends and it's active.
Yeah,
So yeah, you gotta find those things to do.
yeah. I don't know if the age of this person, if they're a little bit older or not, but I almost kind of think it might be easier when you're older. You're a little more mature. You're probably a little less concerned about partying and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
you know,
Yeah.
you're probably already better with managing your time, possibly. So
Yeah, I have.
might even be easier for you, honestly.
I have like a girl. She's like 40. She's in one of my classes. She's in my group,
Oh.
and they're like the best group members to have.
They're older?
Yeah, they're older. I've had two people in their 40s in my groups before, and they're always the best. They know exactly what they're doing. They take the best notes and
Yeah.
everything.
I've seen older people though that are just like kind of technologically illiterate.
Yeah,
and that
okay.
is like they're like, it was my cousin. He was in a class and I used to live with him. Anyway, his older group mate, he was like in his 50s, and this guy like wouldn't even email. Like he couldn't even figure out how to. Or I think he would only email. He couldn't figure out how to text or anything. And it was just
Yeah.
like ridiculous. It was
Yeah,
like-
if you're older and you're going to college, you have to figure out
and
technology.
you know you're in college, you got to make an effort. Like I don't
Yeah.
care how old you are. Like you got to learn new things, and if that's you know.
But there's resources in almost every college that can help you with that. There's like tech departments, they'll
Yeah.
have a guy help you with that or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that it for Matthew Alonso?
But if you can comment on YouTube, you're probably already
Yeah, if you
literate
can comment on
enough to do
YouTube,
it.
you can text somebody. Like,
Yeah, that was Matthew Alonso. No, we have more. So you should all go around and share your favorite memory, drunk or sober, with the other Underwear Boys.
I got a lot of memories, dude. Oh, I wrote them on my phone and my phone's recording.
Yeah, I have a good one. I have a really good one.
That sucks.
So I think it was sophomore year. Was it sophomore year?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know
So.
what I'm talking about.
Bitch, you can't say my memory.
No, it's not your memory, bitch. It's basically, it's my memory experience. Well, it was Justin's experience, my memory. So.
Ooh, I don't know.
Oh,
it was
the cup?
Callista's.
Yeah. Oh, one of mine was my memories were Callista's too, but for a different reason.
Okay. Well, anyways, it was either sophomore or junior year, and we were at our. Well, she's not really our friend, but we party at her place, and she's cool. She's really cool. But anyways, we were there, and I think it was when my foot was broken, so I wasn't drinking, and Justin was drinking, and he was drinking.
I drank. You weren't drinking, so
He
I
was
drank
drinking
for
for
you.
2 people.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm sitting there on the couch, and it was like a couch and then like a recliner like this. It was basically the same recliner. And I look over and I see Justin. He's just like, he was talking to somebody, and then he just stumbled out with like a cup of jungle juice, and he just hits the wall and kind of like bounces off of it. And he's just sitting there. I'm like, dude, he's fucked up. And I see him literally throw up in the cup that he's drinking from, and then fall back, land in a recliner. The recliner goes back. He dumps everything all over top of him, and it keeps throwing up in the cup. And I'm like, dude, Justin, you're fucked up.
Then we left.
And we left.
Yeah, that's
Fast.
That's when you leave. Yeah.
Also at that house, dude. Okay, I've only thrown up. Counting the other day, because I did just throw up from drinking the other day. I've only thrown up 5 times in my life, and which is not that much for
From drinking or total?
from drinking.
Okay.
And that's not that much for how much I've drinking over college and high school and everything. And 2 or 3 of them have been at that girl Callista's house.
Yeah.
It's something about that environment,
There's
dude.
something about that.
So, but it was a good time. The other time I threw up in the sink, so not all over myself.
Yeah, that was funny though. That was the funniest thing I've ever experienced, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I've puked a lot from drinking. I think almost every time I've made it to the toilet.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
I've
dude,
never
that
puked in my bed.
reminds you. Didn't you puke on some rocks?
Yeah.
That brings us to our
Oh.
other favorite memory.
Hey, I said almost every time. Never in a house. Never like on a carpet or a bed or anything.
Yeah.
So
Don't jinx it.
Last year, at the end of the
Oh, that was a
at
good
the end of spring semester, the very last day, we're like, it's this day, and then we go home the next day.
Yeah.
okay, they were peer pressuring me to black out. They were like,
He's never blacked
He's
out
never
before,
blacked out.
and so he's gonna try to that time. And I don't know how long we were in the club for, but it wasn't
not long.
Not long.
I don't remember
45
being
minutes.
in there, but
I think we walked
blacked
in,
out.
and then we're like, we gotta go. Well, you said we
I
gotta
think
go.
Zane
No,
dragged
yeah,
me out.
Zane walked out and we were still partying, and then Zane called me and was like, "Hey, we're outside. Greg's fucked up." So
Yeah.
we came out, and then Greg is just like falling over, and like Zane's trying to hold him up, ends up falling over in the rocks and just throws up everywhere.
Oh man.
And then he's saying that he needed to go to the hospital. So
Get
Don't
your
do
stomach
that.
pumped.
ambulance
Get my-
came. Yeah, ambulance came, fire truck, fucking frat dudes
Police
came up and were
came.
like, "Hey, you guys need to take care of him." We're like, "We're taking care of him."
Yeah, dude,
That was
frat dudes.
that.
He's like, you guys. He's been here for like, it was probably like an hour. He's like, he's been here for an hour. Like, you gotta move. I'm like, hey, we're working on it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying our
I know.
best.
And then the bouncer came out and he was like, he was just like, make sure he doesn't die, basically.
Yeah, the
Like,
bouncer. The bouncer's chill though.
The bouncer was chill. But anyways, the ambulance ended up coming and took him away. I have a video of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My advice: don't fucking go in an ambulance.
Yeah.
They didn't
Yeah.
do anything except for charge me like. After my insurance, it was like $1,500 total. So, don't do that. Die if you have to.
Die if you have
It's a lot cheaper. just to
It's
die.
a lot cheaper. Best advice is just lay on your side and go to
Throw up.
sleep.
Yeah, you were
With a bucket.
you were like you were able to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to talk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
But
definitely seen people. that
Don't
were,
do
like,
that again.
very
Was that the drunkest you've ever been up until that
Oh,
point?
easily. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
And it was wild, but dude, still one of my favorite memories. And then me and Johnny went back and
Yeah.
partied after
Not
that.
my favorite. But I'm glad you guys still had fun that night.
Yeah, I know. I was
Well,
like,
so
could've went home.
you got taken off from the ambulance, and everybody else was gone, and me and Johnny were just looking at each other. What now? We're like, it doesn't really make sense just to
Like,
walk
shots?
home. Yeah,
Two
so
shots.
we went in. And still a good
There
time.
you go. Yeah. That was still glad to hear it.
That was a great memory. Speaking of people passing out from partying,
That's not from partying?
Leads us to our other favorite memory.
That's a great memory. Oh, I love that memory.
This one doesn't involve alcohol.
Oh, you're talking about my memory, bitch? You can't steal my memory.
You don't remember anything.
Yeah, you don't remember it.
Yeah, I do because I was in my head.
All right, fine. Do it from your perspective.
So my perspective is
I gotta say from my perspective.
I got yeah. We can do both our perspectives. They're probably similar.
yeah, because mine is more.
Wow.
So what happened was we were all pre-gaming. I don't know who it was. It was me, you.
Well, let's pre-text this. He doesn't smoke weed. He just started smoking weed.
It was
around
like
this time.
one weekend. It was like my first week.
His
of
first
smoking.
week of smoking weed.
And I drank 4 beers, and we were going to a party. And I was kind of tipsy going to the party. We went for a little bit. The party was not, was like lit. So we left to go outside these apartments. And was it you who had the joint?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and Justin had a joint and lit it up, and I was like, let's smoke. And I was already kind of sober at that point, and so I took 1 hit, and then I was like, all right, I'll do like 2, maybe 3 hits, and then next thing you know, I stopped counting. It was like 4 hits that I took, and I was like, all right, this should be good enough. And I got really fucking high, and then these group of like guys just came down the stairs, and they said something about like you smoke, like like we smoke better than you, like so like they were saying some shit that was super funny. About smoking, like we can outsmoke you or something like that.
Yeah, it wasn't
that
funny,
but
but
It was funny to me.
Josh thought it was funny.
It's funny because that guy was in my class too. But yeah, and so it was so funny I couldn't stop laughing. And then and then I laughed so hard that it hurt my stomach, and I had to stop laughing. And then next thing you know, I felt my whole body like getting fuzzy, and I was telling I literally said it right before it happened was, guys, I'm going to pass the fuck out right now. Dude, I'm literally gonna fall on this floor. And then like, no, Josh, don't. Can you at least get to the car? I'm like, literally, if I say I'm gonna pass out, obviously I'm gonna pass.
You just went limp, and I had to catch him.
And then I went limp.
I had to catch him. He was falling down. I had to grab him, and then that was so funny.
It was very self-aware of you, though, dude. You knew
Very
exactly
self-aware.
what was
We had to bring him back into the house.
And that's
Oh,
all your
into the car.
perspectives.
We had to carry him like a long ways, like across a street of traffic, like up this hill into our apartment. Yeah,
You
we
didn't
did.
care. I took a car to.
No, yeah, Abdu's car was there. We just put him in the car, and then they drove him. We ran.
Oh, we had to carry him from the car to the apartment.
We didn't even do that. It was Quentin
Quentin, I'll
Yeah.
do. I have the
Yeah,
video.
You made Quentin.
and Justin and I had to run back because there was not enough room. So we
We ran back.
we ran back.
We ran back.
And then because there wasn't enough room in the car, we're like, we'll just fucking run back. So we ran back, and then by the time we got here, they already got Josh in the house.
Yeah, crazy. He was out cold. And
Yeah,
that wasn't
he wasn't
the-
talking. Everyone was like, trying to communicate with him. He wasn't saying anything. They got him in here, laid him on the bed. He's like, "Can you bring me a blanket?" I'm like, Josh, you could talk this whole time.
He probably could have talked.
No, I couldn't.
Remember that when you came back and you laid down?
Did you even try talking though?
Oh, not when we were there. I could start talking like right as soon as they opened the door and I was in the house. That's when I could start talking.
He went mute.
I went mute.
That wasn't the first
it's
time-
Like, literally, I went limp where I could have literally been raped and I couldn't do anything about it.
Dude, what?
That's the
Right. Extreme example.
Why you gotta say that?
But
Well, obviously it's not gonna happen.
Lucky
What
with your
happened?
friends, I guess.
yeah,
No one else gonna
but that's
take
not the only
it.
time he's passed out from weed. It happened a few times.
Did it? No,
Yeah.
only the first time I
When
smoked.
you went, no, did it happen when you first started smoking? It happened a couple times.
It happened twice.
You would go, yeah, get twice.
And then there was that limp.
Yeah, you just go quiet and just lay on the couch and
Yeah,
close
and
your
you
eyes.
just pass out. Yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember.
but now he's like a stoner. He smokes every day.
Yeah,
So.
that's why I don't like weed. I just get quiet and just
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not fun. I'm just like,
yeah.
won't talk for hours.
Well, now this dude's going to class high.
That was only one time. I'm never doing it again.
It made class
it
go
took
longer.
forever.
Yeah, it
Oh
does.
my
Yeah.
god. Not a Friday.
That's why I just smoke at the end of the day when I'm done with everything.
Yeah, honestly, like going to class like impaired, like whether you're buzzed or drunk or high, like it makes it worse.
It makes it worse. I agree.
Because like you're just so, I don't know.
Yeah, some things are
Makes
just
it-
better sober.
Yeah.
and class is one.
It's like either don't go or go sober. That's
Yeah.
yeah, if I'm impaired at all, I'd rather not go to class.
yeah. Usually I just take a nap or something instead
Yeah.
if I'm day drinking before class.
Class hungover is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Most of my classes I can just skip, so that's what I usually
Yeah.
do.
Sometimes I've had to go like for a quiz or something and like
Oh,
hungover.
that
It's like,
sucks. Other favorite memories, dude. This is one of mine. Well, mine was also at Callisto's house. We used to just heist stuff.
Oh, dude.
We went through a phase where we'd be at parties.
With fanny packs.
Yeah, we'd have fanny packs sometimes, but we'd like go into their fridge and steal stuff. Like we stole whole limes before. I stole top ramen out of somebody's pantry, and then I dumped the powder on the dry top ramen, just ate it like a cracker, dude.
Which is normal. I used to do that all the time.
I do it all the time, but
Yeah.
I've never really thought of it. Like I was just drunk, and it got all over my sweatshirt and everything. But we stole a lot of stuff. He stole a whole thing of beer. So we're at this girl's party, Callisto's house. He steals her beer, and then she's asking for one. She's like, "Can I have a beer?" and he hands her one. It's her own beer.
The whole party, I was handing out beer, and it wasn't even my beer.
Everybody's like, "Oh, thank you so much." It wasn't even his beer.
But hey, I made a lot of homies giving away that beer. Oh, that was good times.
That was a good time. Callista's house was fun. I don't even know if she still goes here. She probably graduated.
Dude, and then we went to that one guy's party, and I put like, oh my gosh, so many beer in my jacket and like my pants and everything. And we were gonna leave, and then he came up. I was like, "What the fuck? Why is all the beer gone?" Do you remember that?
Yeah,
and it was
I
all in my
remember that.
pockets, and I was just looking at him. I was like, "Dude, people have just been coming up, taking your beer."
Your jacket's all public. Yeah, dude. And people just been.
Oh, is
a
that
lot of people
Tanner's
drinking it.
No, it was some random guy's house.
Wasn't it? It was. That was like kind of towards downtown, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
over
remember.
by Callista's.
Oh, was it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Oh.
Over in that general, like, by my.
I don't know what you're talking
I remember it happening, dude. I remember him coming in right after.
Yeah.
Where's all the beer?
Yeah.
Good times, dude. Any other memories?
Um,
I feel like there's so many good memories. It's just like,
It's hard to think of them on the spot.
yeah, they're just good in the moment, and then it's hard to think of them like when we're looking back at it.
I liked last Mom's Weekend, Stubby Thursdays.
Oh yeah.
It was, oh, man. I was dancing with this girl, and meanwhile, this other mom, not this girl's mom, mind you, was like trying to give me advice on how to grind with her and stuff.
Oh, dude.
She was like, you should turn her around. She's a beautiful girl. I'm like,
Dude,
"Whoa."
damn.
And she's like, you need to mix it up a little. I'm like, oh,
Did it grow?
fine. I don't know.
Bro, that reminds me of I think it was that same
Yeah,
Mom's
I
Weekend.
think it was the next Saturday, but yeah, I know. what you're
Oh,
talking about.
dude, I was on the cage,
You were in the
and
cage,
this
yeah.
girl had from a sorority had like this checklist of like things you had to find with moms, and one of them was a mom with a belly button ring. And I just looked around. There's the first mom I saw, and I said, "Hey, do you have a belly button ring?" And she lifted up her shirt and had a belly button ring. And this girl got super excited because she was able to mark it off her list. And I was like, "Oh, that's cool." And then started leaving, and she like grabbed me and said, "Now don't try anything freaky." And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Mom did.
Yeah, the mom.
That means please try something freaky.
dude, it was weird. She's like, "Don't try anything creepy," or something like that. And I was like,
I thought she said something like, "I'll punch you if you try."
Oh
anything,"
yeah,
or
she said,
something
"I'll
like
punch
that.
if you try anything weird, or punch if you try anything creepy, or something like that."
Yeah.
I was just trying to help her out with her fucking game, and
Plus-
she was all like part of me, like she lifted up her shirt. No, I didn't even ask her. I just asked a question.
Yeah, she could have said, "Yes, I have a button ring."
Yeah, she
Just-
lifted it up and showed everybody, and everyone's like, "Yes," and they're freaking out. And then she's like, "I'll punch you if you try anything creepy," or something like that. And I was like,
Maybe she's just trying to joke around, and it just came out aggressive.
It came out aggressive. I just got off the
That's
cage.
scary. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't go back.
I was like, I'm not trying anything with you, but
That's a good weekend.
Mom's weekend is always crazy.
yeah.
It's fun.
Saw a mom pee her pants one time at a party.
I remember that, and the guy punched you.
The guy punched me in the shoulder.
Yeah, it was his mom.
Yeah, it was his mom.
He got so mad, we were just leaving the party, and he just came up behind and from the back just punched us and said, "Move."
It was
It's
my
funny.
fault, dude. I walked right next to him.
It's funny because that guy's mom that peed is that guy was in my group for my group project.
You should
Really?
have called him out for being a dick.
It was funny. I actually laughed when it happened.
Yeah, if that was me, I would have fucking.
I know you're like, dude, where is he? I'm still laughing. I'm like, no, it's fine. It didn't hurt that bad because I was drunk.
It was. I heard it. I heard duh. Like, and
Yeah.
you felt almost.
He
fell
took
over.
he took his anger out. Yeah, he punched me, but it wasn't the face, so that's cool.
That
And
guy-
I didn't say anything. It was not warranted at all. Like he was just being a dick.
That guy
Just walk
punches
fast.
drywall. You know, he's the
Yeah.
kind
He's
of
the
guy
guy
that
that
punches
walks
holes in
drywall.
walls and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
I was just unlucky enough to be walking on the path
Yeah.
at the same time as him. So it was a good time, dude.
Oh, it made me so mad. I was. Yeah, no, fuck that.
He was just embarrassed. Like his mom just peed his pants. Like
Still, that's no
I know,
reason
it's-
you
it's
just
no
punch
excuse,
somebody.
yeah.
No, that's fucked up.
Don't bring your mom Friday. That's my advice.
Your,
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take your anger out on just random people walking.
Also, she was the only mom at the party, dude. It's like,
Oof. Yeah.
It was on the party.
yeah.
You tried getting with her.
No, I didn't try to get with her.
You tried dancing with her.
No, I didn't try to
I
dance with
specifically remember
her.
that.
I know I didn't. I was just looking at her, and you thought I was trying to dance with her.
Because I remember you saying, "I'm gonna try dancing with her."
Well, I might have said that, but I didn't make an attempt to go dance with her. I wouldn't dance. There's one mom at a party, and obviously her son was right there too. I wouldn't try dancing. with her.
Gross.
I wouldn't try dancing with any mom at a party. A mom would have to come up to me.
and
Or-
then we're talking.
Or if she gives me fuck eyes, dude, then yeah.
So
you're
yeah, you
fucking.
would.
If mom gives me fuck eyes, yeah, dude. We're dancing, maybe more. Sometimes though, a mom's weekend, dude, the moms will be with their daughters, and sometimes the mom will be hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. I've seen that.
I've seen hotter moms. I'm like, hey.
Hey.
Mom's weekend at WSU is they sell the most condoms. It's a
Oh,
fact.
that's gross.
Well, it's
Really?
good that they're using protection.
Well, he's probably in menopausal, so they probably can't have kids anyway. But
Yeah.
no STDs, I guess. So.
It's true. You know, retirement homes have the most STDs,
Yeah, that's disgusting. That's so gross.
but they don't care.
Sometimes you got to get your freak on.
You gotta get, dude. If you're 80, if I was 80 and the girl's like, I've gone right, like, dude, I don't care.
Fuck it, I got like 2 years left. Now.
Yeah.
It's like I can live with it.
Plus, it's curable, dude. So it's fucking.
Yeah, true.
go
You just
for
need
it.
some penicillin or whatever.
Plus, you probably can't feel anything down there anyways when you're 80. So imagine putting a condom on.
I'm sure they can feel it. It's-
I don't understand how our first video gets the most views and then all the other ones don't get any.
Well, it's because it's new, and people are like, "Oh, what's that?" But
It was
now
also
they're-
13 minutes.
It was only 13 minutes, yeah. But now it was supposed to be longer, but YouTube didn't upload the whole thing. So
Thanks, you do.
yeah, this podcast is not sponsored by YouTube. Freaking bitches.
Now they're gonna take our channel off.
Yeah.
Look out for it on Pornhub if YouTube takes it off. Right?
Yeah. People are gonna look this up on Pornhub now. See what's actually on
Dude, should we
there.
do the what's it called? Fuck. No, I can't remember. Patreon.
Oh, we could do Patreon. Hey, comment
What's-
if you guys would like Patreon videos from us.
What's that?
Patreon is you pay a certain amount of money and we send you personalized videos only to you. So you get some Underwear Boys content, but exclusive.
Exclusive.
So we might do that if
It wouldn't be.
the
I thought
need.
Patreon was. They could send us like what videos they would want. Customized.
Yeah,
Video,
you can
and
send.
Then,
I think you can send what type of video you want. Like,
well, then we post it on our channel or no?
no, we don't post it on our channel.
Send it
You
specifically.
send it directly to them. Yeah, that's the thing about Patreon. And you can request certain types of videos, anything you want.
We're trying to pay for our spring break.
Yeah, we're trying to pay for our spring break. Oh, that was our spring break. That was the thing I was.
That was it. That
Yeah,
was it.
that
You're
was
right,
it,
you're right,
yeah.
you're right, you're right. We were trying to think of what we had some money ideas.
So we're going to Mexico, spring break 2020, and trying to pay for that. So
It's gonna be about $1,500. So what's that? 15.
a lot of videos.
A lot of videos.
We'll send a personalized video every day if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, any other favorite memories? Just good memories.
No. I mean, I know I have some.
Yeah.
But it's like it's impossible to think
Yeah,
of on
no,
the spot.
probably
Yeah, it's hard.
Oh, I do have one. I think it was freshman year. The whole car thing, the whole cop thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were all. It was a big group of us. It was freshman year, so it was
Probably like 10, maybe more people.
like 15, yeah, something like that. And we were all up there smoking. It was like, yeah, the first time I started smoking, freshman year. And we were all sitting in a group smoking, passing around the joint. And then a cop just drove by, like didn't turn
Drove
his
by.
lights- drove by, and it was like up on the hill. And we were like down in the trees.
Didn't slow down or anything. He just drove by doing his job.
And I think it was Mariella or someone that like
I
said
think it was Austin.
Austin. That said the first thing like fuck, there's a cop, and then everybody just started booking it and ran
Oh my
in
God.
different directions. Like I just started running down this hill, and then we all met up. But Justin's like, guys, why are you running? And everyone
Yeah.
just like took off running.
Everybody started running. I was walking, and I was like, guys, we don't have to run. Guys, we don't have to run. And then after a while, they started getting really far from me. I'm like, fuck, now I have to run. So I started running, and we caught up. I'm like, guys, he just drove by.
Yeah.
Yeah, it made it a lot more suspicious. I
Everybody
guess.
freaked out. It was so funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so funny.
It was, dude, yeah, it's just because everybody's paranoid, I guess, because just a cop just drove by. And cops drive by on that street all the time.
Yeah. It was like a main street, and we were like off the main street, down in like a ditch or whatever. And
Yeah, and probably not even visible.
probably not
Plus,
visible.
at WSU, plus we're outside, so it's like,
I mean, it was like literally right up there. You know that, right?
yeah.
I ran
But it's-
down past this apartment.
Yeah. And at WSU, there's way worse things than a group of kids smoking weed. Like,
Yeah.
there's people doing cocaine and stuff.
Cocaine.
Cocaine.
Yeah.
But it was a good time, though. I like the dorms in general, honestly. There was a lot of good memories from the dorms.
Dude, yeah, one of my favorite memories from the dorms was what is it, Murder Mystery or whatever?
Oh.
Mafia.
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 That was so fun.
So fun.
We'd get like 20 people, and it's like, do we use cards? It was a card
It
thing.
was a card
Yeah.
thing because
Yeah.
just to show what you were,
Who your
and then after
role.
that you didn't really need them.
Yeah, and then there was like people. There's like 3 or 4 mafia people, and then at night, like
Sheriff.
you'd close your eyes, and then they'd vote for somebody to kill, and you got to try to figure out who's the mafia. And
Yeah.
dude, that game got so heated. Like,
So he did, and Austin was so good at being like the person that talked.
the host,
The
yeah.
host, yeah.
Alright.
Josh hosted a few
Yeah,
times,
maybe.
didn't you?
Like twice.
Yeah, you're pretty good hosting too. And that was so fun. Like it got heated, but in a fun way. Like
Yeah.
you just
People are calling out like, "Oh, he's mafia." He's like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not mafia."
and some people were really good liars.
Yeah, that
And-
game was fun.
yeah.
I loved that game.
Every time I was mafia though, I got caught pretty fast. I'm
That
not
was
a good
pretty
liar.
good. That was good times. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
And we just get like a fat group of people, dude. And honestly, a lot of time we didn't even know some of the people in the group, but that's how you get to know
Yeah,
them.
exactly.
Yeah.
Dude, freshman year was just crazy. We had like we'd go to the club with like 20 people at a time,
Yeah,
and we'd just all be like our own little circle.
yeah.
That was great.
That was the best part about freshman year. Just so many new friendships.
Yeah.
Because all of my friends now, every single one of my friends now, I didn't know before college.
Yeah.
None of them. I didn't know
Me
any of
too.
them before college.
Yeah.
Not that many people from my high school went to here.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I have like one or two, and I never talked to them.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
good times. It was nice all living next to each other. Some of my favorite memories was trying to set up Josh with this girl, also in our dorm. That's how I met Josh. I was trying to set him up, and those were good times because I was like matchmaker.
good times.
Yeah. Any other favorite memories? Do we have any other questions?
No.
Did
all
David Hall
questions.
ask any questions?
Pretty sure that was all of them.
You remember these people's names?
Those were 2 questions.
Yeah. Did our OG fan is Buy Me a Goat. Shout out Buy Me a Goat. And then Matthew Lonzo and David Hall are some regulars as well, and they're awesome. So
I think they're OGs as well. They've been.
they're OGs. Yeah, you guys are all OGs actually.
I think, what is this, the 4th episode?
Fifth. This will be episode
Get it
number
right,
5.
Greg.
Not bad.
David Hall didn't ask a question. He just said you guys should do shirtless ones.
Just say that every time.
He said it twice. That's right. I'm saying 100 subscribers, and we'll do it.
Hey, look at this, dude. He's wearing a tank top. It's a little preview.
Yeah. Look at those pipes.
Pipes.
They don't let him near schools
Uh,
because it's a registered weapon,
yeah. So we just
and he's a pedophile.
Too fucking far.